Tonight is the start of the Champions League quarterfinals, and it's only super houses in there. It's Arsenal versus Bayern. Arsenal finished second last season in the English Premier League and still top right now. Bayern, they've won the Bundesliga, champions of Germany for like 12 years in a row. Real Madrid, the champions of Europe, have won the most in the competition, up against the treble winners from last season. And Man City are the defending champions of this competition. Atletico Madrid, the third powerhouse in Spain, up against Dortmund, which is technically the second powerhouse in Germany. And it's PSG versus Barcelona. It's the place where Messi went to after Barcelona, and he didn't really create something of significance there. Barcelona would want to avenge Messi, while Mbappe, who's going to Real Madrid next year, would want to give some of his future Real Madrid fans a taste of what's to come in Spain. So many subplots in this draw. Let's be honest, football has been delivering this season. There was a threat of the Super League, and the UEFA scriptwriters had to change something. The odds are out on who's favorite to win the Champions League, and yet again, it's Man City. They've always been favorites for the past few seasons now. Arsenal, surprisingly second. I don't know what this is based off, because Dortmund is not even given a sniff after they've just conquered and topped what many called the group of death, while it was undoubtedly the group of death. But looking at the power rankings, I have a few questions here. This is done by the Bleacher Report. Dortmund at the bottom, and like I said, they've just conquered the group of death. Barcelona, historically, Barcelona is a good performer in the Champions League. Yes, although the past few seasons they've been in Europa, but I think they'd fancy their chances against PSG. How is Bayern sixth? How is Bayern not on top of Arsenal? How is Bayern not on top of Atletico? Is it only because of form? All I'm saying is, imagine being Bayern and seeing your team rated below Arsenal when you thrash Arsenal a couple of times. And imagine being Barcelona as well, with Arsenal, a team that has zero Champions League, being given a better chance of winning these seasons Champions League over you. Cup competitions are a totally different ball game. It's not league form. Form goes out the window. It's really about who can win the head-to-head matches between the two legs. It's as simple as that. You do have a case of saying probably the two weakest teams in terms of form is Barcelona and Dortmund, but Barcelona would have probably wanted an easier draw, and PSG is not a bad result, actually, to be fair.
Dear UEFA, European Union Football Association, do not give us Bayern, please do not give us Bayern, do not give us Bayern, please do not give us Bayern. Do not give us Bayern, please don't give us Bayern, please don't give us Bayern. Do not give us Mbappe, please do not give us Mbappe. No Mbappe, we do not want Mbappe. Matatayonash Mbappe, do not give us Mbappe. Do not give us Man City. We do not want Man City. Do not give us Man City. Please do not give us Man City. Manchester City.
Now, let's get into my predictions, and I'll tell you why I have these predictions for all these games. So I've went with first leg. These are specifically first leg results. I've went with the Real Madrid win over Man City 2-1 there. I've went with an Arsenal win over Bayern. I've went with a PSG win over Barcelona, and I've went with an Atletico win. So I see no away win. Yes, let's start at the Emirates Stadium. Let's start at the Arsenal Stadium and definitely pray for Bayern. It is pray for Bayern tonight, because there is no way that this current Bayern team is beating this current Arsenal team. Yes, zero Champions League. Yes, 5-1, 5-1, 5-1. Yes, Arsenal have been smashed by Bayern Munich in the past, especially Arsenal in the quarterfinals or round of 16 of the Champions League. When they get a big team such as Bayern or Barcelona, they don't play well. But not this Arsenal team. Yes, Harry Kane is back to haunt the Gunners. Yes, he's firing, but Tuchel has not gotten Bayern ticking, and Arteta will have a plan for him. Yes, Thomas Muller was having a laugh after seeing Arsenal. Yes, when the draw came out, it all looked like Arsenal should fear Bayern Munich. I just think they just have to just simply outperform them. That's it. Arsenal will be fine. Arsenal will definitely be fine. That I am putting my money on. Arsenal will beat Bayern Munich this time around. There is no such thing as a 5-1 happening tonight. I promise you. You guys think Theo Walcott is still running down the left wing No, there's Saliba at the back. It's not Mertesacker, it's not Koscielny, there's Gabriel. Saliba and Gabriel will form a solid partnership at the back, and I'm pretty sure Arsenal will not be shitting themselves. I'm sorry. Now on to Real Madrid and City. This is basically the final before the final. The Champions League have absolutely delivered with this matchup. So many subplots, and recently it's been very tight between the two teams. Last season, City beat Real Madrid, avenging the semi-final late comeback by Real Madrid. The season before that, and the season before that, Real Madrid was basically avenging the loss to Man City in the quarterfinals as well. So it's been very tight between these two teams. City are going to the home of the most successful team in the Champions League. With that aura, it's going to be so difficult. But Kevin De Bruyne comes alive in these games. Luckily, Courtois is not here because he was going to feel the full ferocity of Kevin De Bruyne and their personal beef that they're definitely having. And he always just smashes it when he's facing Courtois. So again, if City survive the Bernabeu, then they'll be fine, because I think at home we know what happened the last time. City have not lost to Real Madrid at home. In fact, they've beaten them for the last 3 years in a row. Pep Guardiola needs to come up with a plan to survive that aura and that atmosphere, then they'll be fine at the Etihad. Papa Perez will definitely need to double or triple the bribes that Real Madrid have been sending out to these VAR officials and these referees in order to survive Man City. But actually, if you realize, I've went with the Real Madrid home win. I think Real Madrid's stadium, the Bernabeu, the atmosphere would be too tough for Man City to handle. Man City have been struggling this season against some of the top teams, and I think it will be the same case here. I've went with the Real Madrid home win, and I think City will win the second leg. So it's about really how comfortable Real Madrid can make it. And just to finish up my last 2 games for tomorrow evening, this time I've went with PSG home win against Barcelona. I just think Mbappe is going to smash them. I honestly do believe Mbappe is going to smash them. He's going to do it for PSG. It's his last season. He wants to leave with some legacy. He's going to do it for Real Madrid, his future team. They are all wanting him to bury Barca, and I think he'll do it. And right now, I just don't believe that Barca's defense is in the best condition with the right experience, with the right amount of experience and skilled enough players to be able to deal with Mbappe, especially away at the Parc des Princes. There's no way. Yeah, in the last quarterfinal, I have Atletico beating Dortmund at the Wanda Metropolitano. Absolutely ferocious atmosphere. Diego Simeone does not lose there, and he will always find a way to get a result. He will go and park the bus away, anywhere, and take a 1-0 loss or a 0-0 draw, because he knows that he can turn it around at the Wanda Metropolitano. So these are my predictions for this quarterfinal. I've went with all home wins. Let me know what you think. Let's see what happens. Please like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Stay tuned for my reactions. Goodbye. Oh yeah, and please do not forget to send your prayers for Bayern Munich. Please pray for Bayern.